Really hoping that's going to stand, but it's not. It's falling over. Sorry. Just not ready today. I turn you upside down. Is it actually upside down? Yes, it is. Good morning. Hello, everybody. I'm just trying to guess who didn't charge their phone last night. I forgot to plug it in. I was literally in bed at like 8:30 last night. I was so tired, but forgot to plug my phone in. So I've got no battery. So I've got it plugged in, but I can't get it to stay standing up. Hang on. Thought I was ready today. Oh, sorry, guys. Oh, no, that's going to mess up the... It's a bit like, what's that film? Blair Witch? Is it the Blair Witch when it's all like on a handheld camera? I'm just worried it's just going to keep falling over. You might have to be a little bit wonky this morning. Unless my battery might last. Let's see how we get on, shall we? Sorry for anyone watching at home this morning. If you're watching on Instagram, I forgot to charge my phone last night, so I'm literally going to be on 0 battery all day today. And these lives take up so much battery. And so I've got you plugged in, but because the wire's sticking up, I can't get it to stand up on its own. Unless I put you down here. Does that look weird? It's just then I'm trying to do... No, that's not going to stay there either. There we go. Let's just see how we get on. I could do with a ball of blue tack. I was ready. I was all ready. And then I was busy texting my friend that now I'm late. Hang on. Ever the professional, guys. 1 second. Right. I'm just going to blue tack my phone to the computer screen behind, which is probably not advised, but never mind. Right. Sorry about that, everybody. I hope we're working. Good morning. Good morning. I think I'm going to have one of those Mondays today. Anybody else? Tell me I'm not alone. Anyone else having one of those Mondays? I think I might have just been zapped speeding, possibly. So, yes, it's going to be one of those days. Serves me right. I was going too fast. But, oh dear, it's going to be one of those days. I can just tell. Anyway, good morning, everybody. I hope you're all right. Cheers to you all. Oh, it's a bit dark on Facebook. I'm sorry about that. Having a complete nightmare of a Monday. Forever outnumbered. I'm with you. What's going on? Why is it all going wrong? It's all going wrong today. I was ready and then realised that I had no battery. I'm busy messaging everyone. Flecky SJ. Sorry, I'm not very good with reading the names on here. Thank you very much. And I think it just came up that you bought me a badge. So that's really kind of you. Thank you very much. I don't fully understand how it works, but that's very kind of you. And hats off for knowing what you're doing there. Thank you very much. Good morning. Good morning. So welcome. Let's get on with it, shall we? Because we're obviously going to have one of those days. Let's have a big gulp of tea. Cheers to you all. How was your weekend? How was it? I feel like we were busy. I was busy tidying the house all weekend, yet this morning the house still needs tidying. I don't even know what's happened. I've already walked into a door today. Oh, Amy. Oh, no. I hope you're all right. Big cheers to you. I hope you're okay. I hope you've had a nice weekend. Oh, I've also pulled my jumper. Pulled that massive thread on the cuff. So I'm going to have to tuck that in. Right. It's just one of those days. Sick boys at home. Lots of cleaning and nappy stuff in this morning. Oh, no. It's just... No. Don't want to come on in here and moan because I know everyone sometimes on a Monday morning wants a bit of jeering on, but sometimes it's just one of those days, isn't it? So yes, I totally get it. What else have I done? There was something else that I've done. Oh, I know. Before I get going, I saw some boots that I've been wanting. I've been wanting these black boots for winter, and I keep Googling them and seeing who's got them and best price and best fit and all this sort of stuff. And I keep looking at them. And then last night they were on sale. So I was going to get them. And then I thought, do you know what? I might just wait. Am I buying them? You know when you do that and you put them in your basket and then you think, do I really need them? Like, da, 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 da. Anyway, I then this morning thought, no, I am going to buy them. I've gone on this morning. And because they were on sale yesterday, they're now out of stock. So it serves me right. So that's that's number 3, because things happen in threes, don't they? So that's number 3 of what's happened today. But yeah, so serves me right. Should have bought them because I did really want them, but never mind. Okay. Anyone else want to have a moan? Please, come on. Don't let me be the only one having a little moan this morning. Anyway, it's not Moany Monday. It is Baby Play Monday this morning. And as my baby is in nursery this morning, I've got this lovely dog, I think. Lovely little dog. Yeah, dog, I think. Lovely little dog is going to join me instead and act as my little baby, because I'm going to talk to you about reading with your babies, because something I'm often asked about is when to start playing, when to start doing things with your baby. And my answer is always the same. It's pretty much when you feel like playing and doing things with your baby, because yes, it's great for them, but at the end of the day, if you've just had the baby, if you've just given birth, you need time to relax and recover and all those other things go with postpartum. So I always say to everybody, start playing with your baby when you are ready to start playing with your baby, because we all know it is absolutely exhausting at the beginning. There's a lot going on, a lot of hormones, exhaustion, to name but a few things. So what I always say is start when you are ready, but also don't forget those days in bed, cuddling your baby, chatting to your baby, singing to your baby. They are vitally important. They are just as good as setting up a little activity for your baby, okay? So let's not forget about that. Remember to go right back to basics. Cuddles, skin to skin contact, talking to your baby, eye contact with your baby, singing to your baby. All those things are vitally important. So if you're doing that, that is wonderful. And then when you're ready to start playing and to start doing things with your baby and start stimulating them, do it when you are ready. That's the most important thing, when you are ready. Your baby will enjoy the benefits of play from a young age. You know, you can actually start as early as you want. One of the best ways to start, cuddles, kisses, chatting, talking, conversations, eye contact, singing, all those things are amazing. But then also reading to your baby is a lovely way of starting to play with your baby and get used to it. Husband and I have read to our baby every day since we started feeling her in the womb. I love reading children's books. Oh, how lovely. That is really nice. And hats off to you. And they don't just have to be children's books. They can be any books that you enjoy. And that is always my thing. You know, if you're going to read to your baby, whether you're reading one of our favourite children's books, whether you're reading the Screwfix catalogue, or you're reading the recipe book for tonight's dinner, you know, whatever it is that you're reading, just reading with your baby alone is so beneficial. It doesn't just have to be children's books all the time. Okay, so I am just going to show you a few ways that you might want to have a go at reading with your baby, because I know it is a bit funny, and it was actually a bit of a catalyst to me starting Play Hooray. I had a pile of baby books similar to this. I've got some, oh, you can't really see them, they're there. I've got a little basket and some other board books up there. And I had some in the corner of the room, and I had friends over with babies. When Mason was really tiny, my eldest, and I remember them saying to her, oh, are you reading to Mason? You know, because babies don't really, do they need to? And I was like, oh yeah, I've started reading to him and showing books and things. Like, really? Because they don't really take, you know, like they're not really looking at the pictures, they're not really understanding the words and all that sort of stuff. And I then started talking about the benefits of reading with babies, and I thought, oh, maybe not everyone realises the importance of reading. And that's sort of how Play Hooray started, amongst other things. It was a bit of like a catalyst for me. So that was a bit of a turning point. But reading with your baby is really beneficial. Now, yes, they're not really looking at the pictures. They're not really listening to the words, you know, they're not necessarily following the story, but there are loads of other benefits for reading with your little one. It's all about holding them close. It's all that contact time, all that bonding, holding them close to you, holding them close to your chest means that they can feel the vibrations of your voice. They get to hear your voice in lots of different ways, and you're doing lots of different pitch and the rhythm of your talking and all different things like that. it's really beneficial for them. They are learning it. They're soaking it all in. I know they might not be following the story along, but it's all going in. Trust me, just within days of them being old. Mummy to Harrison and Roman, good morning. My 1-year-old doesn't sit very still for story, but we still read. 4.5-year-old still loves books, slowly reading phonics books, surrounding words. Oh, sorry, sounding words. Yes. Surrounding words. Yes, I know sometimes, particularly when they get one. Yeah, Leo's the same. They're on the go. You might start a story and then they're playing with the pictures and all sorts of things like that. And I can talk more about that. What I'm going to do is just start with tiny babies, if you've got a young baby at home. And there are a few different ways that I love to read with little ones. Because like I said, yes, it's reading and understanding language and story and things, but there are lots of other benefits for you and your baby, particularly bonding and them getting used to your voice and all that sort of stuff. And they can see your facial expressions. So one of the best things to do, if you can, get into the habit. You are going to read these books time and time again because repetition is really important. The children know what's coming, but it's also really beneficial for you. Sorry, I'm just shutting the baby gate on the dog. He's just about to walk through then, and we've got a big dog. So it's really beneficial for you. It's really beneficial for your baby. But having some stories off by heart in your head means that you're not relying on the book. And it means that instead you can be making all that lovely eye contact, all that face-to-face, and talk really closely to them. So one of the ways that I love to enjoy stories with my baby, if you've got a tiny little baby who's not quite holding up their head yet, is maybe having them in like the bit like a rugby ball, cradling them in one arm, and then reading the story to them in another. Can be a bit fiddly, but sometimes it's a really nice way. One, they are able to see the pictures, and we love these sorts of books. That's Not My. You may have seen these by Usborne. These are big. Did you know these have been going for about 25 years? I didn't even know that. So these ones are really lovely, very clear pictures. And as they get older, they're going to be old enough to actually feel the different feely bits, all the different material bits on there. So really bright, clear pictures. And I also really like Jane Foster books as well. These are lovely, very clear images for babies to focus on for their eye development, as well as as well as one of my favourite small businesses, lovely Ruth, who runs the Black and White Book Project. She creates images that are suitable for babies, because black and white is really great for babies to be able to focus. And she has some lovely board books, and this is her storybook. Our board books are upstairs. Oh, I might have one in the lounge. But these are really lovely as well. So if you fancy supporting small, go and follow Ruth from the Little Black and White Book Project. She has flashcards. Got flashcards here. She's got flashcards, books. She's brilliant. She really is. Oh, and I think she's got muslin cloths as well to go with them. So, yes, how would I start? I would start perhaps cradling my baby. And the benefit of doing this is, yes, they can see the pictures and they can focus and see the colours and things. But also, I'm nice and close. I can make eye contact. I don't have to talk in a loud voice. I could do, remember when you're reading with your little ones to use lots of different facial expressions. Be very dramatic with your face and things, and also use your voice in lots of different ways. Don't forget to whisper to your baby. Hold them close. You could use deep voice and lots of different silly voices. Nobody's going to judge you. Your baby's not going to judge you. They think you're amazing already. So you're going to hold your baby close. They can feel the vibrations on your chest. They can hear your voice, and you're going to be able to talk and make lovely close lovely close contact, so they can start to focus on your face, and that's what they're looking for, and all those lovely expressions. So you can read to your baby in this way, and you can show them the pictures. Then I did miss a comment. I'm really sorry. I think someone said, can you tag the authors on Instagram later? What I'll do is I'll go back into stories. If you're looking for them, I will go back and tag them in stories. But Jane Foster and the Little Black and White Book Project are my favourites. Okay, so we've got another way that you can do it. Then as your baby is getting a little bit bigger, and perhaps you've got some sort of play mat or something, they're in the age of playing in a baby gym or something like that. One of my favourite ways to read with a baby, excuse me sniffing, just doing the school run, is I will have my baby, can you see my baby is just on the floor? I will have my baby laid on the floor. So again, they're making contact with my face. They can see me, and all my, you know, you're going to be super dramatic, aren't you? And you're going to use all those lovely facial expressions. You can use your voice in lots of different ways. And if you're wanting to be able to, something to help you with the story, you could hold the story like this, so you can actually show it to your baby. Or you can have the book above their head, and so you're able to read it, but you're able to keep lovely close eye contact with your baby. Because remember, when babies are first born, their eyesight is not as well developed. They're still struggling to focus, and they will only be able to see things very closely. So it's lovely that you're nice and close to your baby. And by doing this, it means that you can stroke your baby, you can tickle your baby, you know, you can rub the base of their feet, you can be rubbing their palms, you can stroke their hair. And it's just a really lovely way of bonding with your baby. You might have been doing some sort of baby massage classes, anything like that. No reason why you couldn't bring some massage into it and bring your story to life. It's all about making it interactive. So if we're talking about, I don't know, bees, we could be making lots of buzzy noises and tickling them and lots of different things, and really bring your story to life. Give them loads of kisses and cuddles, kisses on their tummy, kisses on their nose, kisses on their feet, you know, everywhere. And they are going to absolutely love it. And it really brings stories to life. So that's another way. So we've got cradling, or we've got them laid on the floor looking up at us, and we can do it that way. As your baby is getting older and you're wanting to enjoy a little bit of tummy time, perhaps you could roll your baby over. I sometimes used to roll up a blanket or a towel, so you can prop them up slightly, so it's a little bit more comfortable for them. I would have my baby on his front, looking down, and you could share the book together. So you're behind them, so they've still got your voice, and you can share the book together that way. So that's another way that you could do it for perhaps a slightly older baby who's wanting to enjoy a bit of tummy time. And sometimes it's a bit tricky, isn't it? But then you've got something for them to focus on. They might even reach out and grab the book or want to feel the bits, and that's a really nice way of doing it. So we've cradled our baby, we've laid our baby down facing up, laid our baby over for some tummy time. And another way, I feel like I've missed a major one. No, maybe not. And then another way that I like to use my baby, I tweaked my back at the weekend, getting in and out of the car, so I'm just going to use a cushion so that I don't fall over. So another way that I like to read with my baby, I will be propped up, whether you're on the sofa or on the floor, or something like that. I will have my baby, there's two ways of course you could do this, having my baby facing me. So you've got the lovely eye contact, just another way of reading. It's just nice to mix it up sometimes, isn't it? And read in lots of different ways with your little ones. So I'll maybe have my baby. Anyone tuning in are going to wonder, what on earth am I doing? I'm just pretending this is my baby because he's at nursery today. And he would not have been a willing participant, would he? A 1-year-old. I've got my baby facing me, so can see all the lovely facial contact. Again, I'm still free. My hands are free to rub him and tickle him and kiss him and things. And I could have my book in front of me that way, so you can show the book and the story, or however you want to do it. And of course, you can spin it round, so you could have your baby on your tummy, propped up in that way, and then have the book and share the book that way in front. So there's lots of different ways that you can read with your baby. Sometimes it's about mixing it up and just making it a bit different. But just remember, I know it can feel very silly sometimes. I think having taught, I used to be a teacher in school, you do get used to just having to do these things, whether you're talking to puppets or whatever, and you get used to it, you don't feel silly anymore. Remember, your baby's not judging you, they're not bothered, they think you are amazing. So having a little play around with books and stories, get to know the stories so you know them off by heart in your head as well. But also, if you don't get a chance to read with your baby one day, maybe just singing, just chatting, all those things have lots and lots of benefits when you're bonding with your baby. Right at the beginning of this video, I said if you are wondering when to start these sorts of activities, I always thought that you could start from day one if you wanted to, but it's more about how you feel and when you're ready to start playing, and do it that way instead, because your baby will be more than willing to enjoy some play activities. And then finally, I did say, excuse me, sniffing. Finally, I did say, one of the parents on here was asking about when your little one gets a little bit older and maybe doesn't sit still, or I don't know about you, but they're pulling at the pages. Leo absolutely loves turning the pages, so it's all about that. A couple of ways that you can do that. Yes, having them sat on your knee, whatever. I quite often like to give them a prop. So giving them something related to the book would be amazing, would be great. So perhaps we've got That's Not My Hedgehog. And I just, honestly, I didn't plan it. I tidied the playroom this morning. That's why I know where it is. And maybe we could be reading the story. And every time I say the word hedgehog, we're going to wave our hedgehog in the air. You know, something, or we can stroke the hedgehog. Oh, hedgehog. Or every time we see a hedgehog, giving them things to look for or things to touch, anything like that. Lift the flap books are lovely. Anything like that. You could have your little ones, so we're talking more like toddlers and things now. They could be sat holding the hedgehog. You could be reading the story and like, another hedgehog. There's hedgehog. You don't have to have something related to the books. I know that's not always possible. So maybe perhaps instead you could have a rattle. Now she can't find anything. I've got a bottle here with some bits in that's going to make a noise. Maybe you could encourage them every time we turn the page, let's give it a shake, or every time we do this. And you could just encourage them. So sometimes giving your little one, particularly if you've got a toddler or an active child, having them sat in your knee and giving them something to hold, like a toy that's related to the book, or maybe a rattle or something that's going to make a noise, and it's really great. Can you hold it still? That's it. And then let's make loads of noise, and then let's hold it still, and just get them to interact with the stories that way. And as you know, I'm a big fan of any sort of treasure basket or story baskets. You might have lots of different items in there, particularly for the younger ones. I'd start with just one is more than enough. Okay, I am going to end it there then, guys. I hope that's been useful. A lot of talking, as always, from me, but we were just covering lots of different ways that you can read with your baby and have them just so that you can enjoy books and enjoy the benefits of reading with your little one. Even if they're very young and not following a story, there's still lots that they're going to get from it. So I'm going to end there. I hope you have a lovely day. If you do get a chance to read with your baby today, that would be amazing. Or if it's sometime this week, absolutely brilliant. But as I always said, don't put pressure on yourself. All that talking, all that singing, all that running commentary. You know what I mean by running commentary, you know, oh, let's go and pack our bags. We're going to go to the park now, and then I'm going to get in the car, and oh, where have we put this? And all that language is really, really beneficial. So don't worry if you don't get to read to your baby today. Maybe see if you can find some time at some point this week, and it could be a really lovely experience. And maybe try some of the different positions that I've showed you if you've not used those before, and just see how you get on. I'd love to hear from you. Have a lovely day. I hope your Monday gets better than mine. As you saw, it all went to pot this morning, didn't it? Never mind. Lovely to see you all. Thank you so much for tuning in, as always. Tomorrow I am back for Toddler Tuesday. We'll be doing a toddler type activity, and I'm thinking in stories I might get you to vote what kind of thing you'd like for Toddler Tuesday tomorrow. So I'll put a little vote up for you. You can let me know what would be handy, and then I will be here in the morning at 10 o'clock with a cup of tea. Anyway, go get a cup of tea. Have a lovely day, and as always, happy playing, guys. Lovely to see you. Thanks, guys. Bye.